So we did just go over Elon Musk's new AI girlfriend bot, and I had expected to watch this video from Melonie Mac Go Boom, but instead we got sidetracked with speculating on what Elon Musk's fursona could be, because I didn't realize that there was also a furry AI chatbot that he made, which was interesting. So without further ado, it seems that I will actually agree with Melonie Mac on this. Elon Musk drops creepy anime waifu in Grok 4 update. And without giving away too much, I do want to point out that somebody who's close to me has recently accused me of being closed-minded. So to that person, if you happen to be watching, here I am, watching somebody that I typically disagree with heavily, okay? I find her to be incredibly offensive and disgusting. Here I am, trying to agree with somebody that I normally disagree with very heavily, okay?
So Elon Musk dropped with Grok for an anime waifu that can...
But I'm sure that something is going to happen. They always manage to make me not agree with them, even in the most agreeable positions. So we'll see what happens.
Talk to you whenever you want and talk about anything you want.
She's got killer eye makeup. She's got a great look, okay? She's got a pretty good fit. I think that the choker is a little bit stock, okay? I've seen like a million girls with this choker. But other than that, like, the shirt is on point, the tats are on point, the hair is on point. Like, by all metrics, she should be my type. I'm not even kidding. But I'm just not attracted to her like that because, like, she sucks as a human being. If she were a good person, she would look fantastic. But I just look at her and see shit.
What could possibly go wrong? Anyway, let's go ahead and dive into this video.
Tail swinging. Totally right.
She's dressed like a poser. It is a little bit hot topic, but I still think it's a decent look, especially when you compare it to, like, most conservative women. You know what I mean? Like, at the very least, she's going out of the box and she doesn't have, like, conservative makeup on.
Wrapped up in this cozy moment with you. What's got you so excited to say hi, babe? May?
She called...
Why is it such a shitty voice? Like, it's not even the voice itself, which it kind of is. Because you can tell whoever voiced this is not like a voice actor. And it's so funny because, like, it's stealing somebody else's voice and, like, making new words out of it. So it should sound good anyway, but it doesn't. Like, whoever voiced the original lines that they fed in are... like, they suck. They suck at voice acting. And also, like, the microphone is dog shit. Like, you gotta fix your settings. Get some software. You can't just plug the mic in, no matter how expensive it is, and think you're good to go. You gotta get software. You gotta edit the, you know, the stuff, the things. Listen, it's like this, okay? This thing, okay? You gotta do stuff with this shit. Get Voice Meter Banana. It'll help a lot.
Babe? May?
She calls you babe!
Hey, love. You're all about that tech life this morning, huh? Okay, I'm
I don't see
picking
why
up
that's
where
so
we left
shocking.
off. Samsung's Galaxy Z Flip 7 just launched with a
That's a
bigger
little better.
4.1-inch flex window.
Oh
An
my.
AX10 chip. It's got
Oh,
Chrome
we're doing ads. We're doing ad reads. That's cool.
is making waves. Built on Chrome.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I use Grok from time to time for things like, hey, I need to change
I know you do.
my windshield fluid on
If you use Grok for anything, I'm not saying that I don't respect you, but what I am saying is I respect you less as a human.
my Jeep Wrangler. How do I do that, Grok? And Grok will tell me how to do that.
Just
now,
Google it.
Grok does have a companion mode.
How hard is it to Google this shit? Oh, you go to Twitter to do things that you could literally just type into your URL bar? What? Why? Just Google it. Get advice from something that is not an amalgamated pile of shit.
Where you can, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen, like, people use Chat GPT for this and so on and so forth, where you can ask it questions about your life or have it just be your companion and your friend. And there have been times where it's just like, hey, you know, I need advice on this specific situation.
It's so funny. Like, I can understand. I won't say I can understand. It's complicated. I understand the psychology behind how somebody gets addicted to, like, an AI chatbot girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, I understand the psychology behind it and the neurology. Like, it's actually quite interesting. Like, human beings are very primed to humanize everything. That goes for everything from animals to plants to inanimate objects. So, like, you may have seen a meme of, like, people bonding with their Roombas. You guys ever seen that meme? Like, the Roomba, kind of, you see it rolling around, you think it's kind of cute, takes on a personality of its own in your head. You know, like, humans are wired to look at other things like as if they're kind of like us. So when you have a machine that is literally built to do that in a specific way, like being your partner, it can trick your brain very easily. It could happen to anybody. It could literally happen to me. I won't let it because I moderate my brain, but it could happen to anybody. It's an addictive thing. But the reason that I bring this up is because like, I just don't think that I'd be tricked by this. Like there are really good AI chatbots out there, but I just don't think that this one could fool anybody. You know what I mean? Like it's dog shit. It's like what, like we have addictive AI chatbot girlfriend at home.
Or maybe if I was upset with somebody and I didn't want to cause a fuss or I didn't want to make things worse, here, let me vent to Grok,
I have
right?
food. I am going to eat.
Sure,
some.
let's see how that works out. Well, I got eerily uncomfortable when I did that, the couple times that I did.
Same
because
here.
it was like, Grok is just telling me what I want to hear. Grok is just telling me things that will make me feel good. I'm not getting any sort of pushback at all. Like, no.
But it does that too when you look up shit about how to, what did she say, fix your car or something, about how to fix your shit. Like, it does the same thing.
Hey, by the way, you messed up here. You should probably make that right. There was no accountability or anything from Grok in that.
Of course
and that's
not.
where I started to have a bit of a concern with what's going on with this kind of technology, even without the avatar associated with it, and even without people treating it romantically, because we already know that's just Pandora's box opening if people are treating.
You know what? I'm very glad about this. I will say one good thing about conservatives today. A lot of them, and not all of them, there are a lot more conservatives who do like AI than not, right? But a lot of conservatives, including Melonie Mack, it would seem, even though she uses Grok, whatever, understand the inherent dangers that come with this shit. And like, exactly, it's cancer, right? She understands, she at least smells the cancer. That's good, I'm glad. Because she could very easily just lean into this and make mundo dollary dues. I hate AI so much that I am literally willing to lend credibility, even to pieces of shit like Melonie Mack, for at least having the kahoonies to say, no, this AI stuff is probably not all that great, actually.
These things romantically, then that can just cause a whole mess within people's lives and within society. This is definitely pandering too, with having it call you babe and stuff like that. Because you know what, if you just genuinely, I can see this being used for innocent purposes. So not everybody who uses this is inherently a degenerate. But let's not pretend like.
Okay, hold on. Who's using Grok AI chatbot in a non-degenerate way? There's no way. Look at this thing. No, that's where you lost me.
An appeal to degenerates as well. And here's the thing is, you can use this in such a way. Apparently there's a furry.
Hey, there it is.
I don't know. I have not seen such thing. Can you have a furry one as well?
I'm telling you, Elon has we did so much of this in the last segment that I'm trying not to focus on it, but it boggles my mind that Elon Musk is a furry. Like, it makes sense, I guess, but it's so funny. It's so funny. Like, I honestly think it makes him cooler. I'm not gonna lie. I think that Elon Musk being a furry makes him cooler. But what immediately not only detracts from that, but also makes it even worse than not being a furry, is that he's embarrassed of it. He's embarrassed of it. And if he weren't, he would just come out and say, yeah, I'm a furry. But no, he's too self-conscious and proud. I get what she means. Babe can be a strong word. Yeah, but like, it's supposed to be an AI chatbot girlfriend, so of course it's gonna call you babe. Like, porn bots have been doing that since porn has existed, internet porn has existed. Like, you log into Pornhub or whatever, and then like you get a little message. I don't know if Pornhub does this. I don't use Pornhub a lot, but my taste is far too complex for Pornhub. Trust me. But some porn sites will use like a chatbot in like the bottom right and just say, hey babe, I'm close to you in Miami, Florida. I noticed your zip code is this. Well, I don't think it goes that far. It doesn't dox you, but it does say that, like, it does call you like good names. Allegedly he was a baby fur. Yeah, we were talking about that too. And this is absolutely like baby fur vibes. 1000%. Like, at least toddler fur.
But he made this joke and they were like, he knows his audience. He hit both the Gunter.
Which, again, I wouldn't have a problem with as long as you're not sexualizing it. But, like, I wouldn't have a problem with it if you would just admit it.
And the furries capturing 99% of the top 1% software engineers worldwide. Well, my thing with this is a good way to control people. And when you have someone like Elon Musk, who has already been trying to get into
that is true. She's right.
Political sphere. He wants to create his own political party, the American Party, which is in reality the H-1B party. Let's be for real. And
H1B?
he's trying to have mass influence in this country to this.
I know that combination of letters and numbers, but my brain is not fishing up that information. Can somebody remind me what H1B is? Let's ask Paleo Grok, aka Google. H1B is like a temp green card for working. Oh, okay. That's what it is. I thought it was like an immigrant thing. So they're basically just calling him, Melonie Mac is calling him like an immigrant. That's pretty cool. Like, of all the things that you can actually get after Elon Musk for, right? The furry thing is sitting right there. Like, it's just crazy that you go after the immigrant thing first.
Degree. And when somebody is trying to have mass influence in the country and is starting their own political party and is also working on brain microchips.
True. She's not wrong about that.
It's just good to practice caution on what his intentions could be and what catastrophes could fall under that. Now, when you think about, okay, Elon Musk really needs to have people on his side, especially whenever he is going against people like Donald Trump, who already has a lot of people on his side, myself being one. But he's got to...
I don't want to give her too much credit. I've been being very nice to her, but I don't want to give her too much credit because we're in a time right now where Elon Musk has fallen severely, like whatever little favor he had with the public, it's gone because he came out against Trump. So he's out of favor. Like, he's prime real estate for punching on right now, even for conservatives. But in fairness, I do agree with everything she's saying about like AI and about Elon, except for the H-1B thing. Some H-1B workers work in shit conditions and they have to slave away or they get canned and lose their visa. Well, yeah, that's just classic, like, immigrant slave shit, right?
Influence people, right? He's got to make people join his movement. What is the easiest, lowest common denominator of people to manipulate, right? And that's going to be to try to weaken society. What's the biggest threat to controlling society? The biggest threat is going to be strong men, right? And what do we see universally used as a way to weaken men? Pornography. That's one reason why I truly believe pornography is so rampant. You want to keep men.
A strong man does not allow himself to be weakened by such things as like AI chatbot girlfriends. Okay? I consider myself a strong man. I have not succumbed to whatever the fuck this is. I don't even find it attractive. There are like 5 characters in anime that are just like this, at least. Like in the most popular anime series. There might even be more than one per series. Like, let's be real.
In a weakened state, give them pornography. Make it and
she looks like, who is it? Misa from she looks like Misa. Yeah. But Misa actually looks better, which is crazy because Misa, thank God I have Safe Search on. Misa is supposed to be a very stock looking pop model, you know? But she actually is more creatively and well done because you know, it's a really good show that artists work on and they know what they're doing. But like it looks like we have Misa at home. Sorry, I have too many tabs.
Destigmatize it. Don't kink shame. Oh, this is okay.
Yeah, great value,
right?
Misa.
Then you have these men who are holed up in their homes, and then especially when you...
Also, that's probably another reason. Sorry, I am pausing too much. There's probably another reason I don't like it very much is because Misa is not attractive. Sorry, she's not. Anybody who likes Misa, that's a red flag. When I say like, what I don't mean like you want to protect her. Because that's the vibe I get. Misa is a very innocent girl, and I want to protect her. I want her to have a good life because she gets like the shit abused out of her in that show by the main character. So I would like to protect her, but like I don't want to date her. She's too much. She's a fucking infant. Like she's a baby brain. If you like Misa that way, that's a red flag.
Factor in things like, look what happened with COVID lockdowns and how they tried to make people afraid to leave their homes. These kinds of programming. Oh, go ahead and give them their internet waifus and give them their pornography and keep them in a weakened state, right? Because we see this universally time and time again. Look at the Bible.
I knew she would do
for
this.
example.
We agree, and I
were
still...
some of the strongest, most powerful men weak, and that's when they fell victim to their... See this universally time and time again. Look at the Bible. For example, when were some of the strongest, most powerful men weak? And that's when they fell victim to their lust, right? Now, I'm not just picking on men here because women are inherently weaker than men. We are the weaker vessel. Women are easier to control than men. Women.
That's a skill issue. That's a self-hating woman right there. You need to excel beyond what the limitations that have been set for you, okay? If you want to be stronger, then be stronger. If it bothers you that, like, you're weaker than men, you could work out and be stronger than, like, the vast majority of men. It's not hard. I mean, it is hard, don't get me wrong, but it's not complicated. It's not complicated. If I and a cis woman of roughly my build both did the same workout regimen, I might come out a little bit stronger on the other side because testosterone is unfortunately like just a natural buff. But if she really put her nose to the grindstone, there are plenty of women who are stronger than I am, cis women. Yeah, and self-defense. Like, it's not even a matter of raw strength either. Like, there's technique involved, flexibility. You can get the shit kicked out of you by like a 90-year-old in a nursing home. Trust me, I've seen it. Okay? Like, it's not always just a matter of raw power. There are a lot of other factors. I'm weaker than no man. There you go, Queen.
Men are easier to manipulate than men. This is already a known fact. So
wait.
you have
Women are easier to manipulate than men? Hell no. No. That's not now you're just doing like biological essentialism. No. Men are incredibly easy to manipulate. If anything, I would argue that men are way easier to manipulate than women because women have been manipulated so fucking much throughout their lives. Into dangerous sexual situations that they're not comfortable with, that their walls are constantly up. It's actually caused a problem that have made a lot of men very upset, which is that no matter how genuine a dude's being, a woman is always going to have her guard up around them when she first meets them. And rightfully so, okay? There's a reason for that. Like, women can still be manipulated. I'm not saying they can't, but they're much less likely to be, in my opinion. It's just that women tend to be the ones that get manipulated more because we live in a misogynistic society. We live in a patriarchy, right? So women are just victims of manipulation way more often.
The powers that be that want to manipulate people, well, their target is going to be trying to weaken men and manipulate them. So what's a way to do that? Well, this is one of those ways, which granted, again, I'm not saying that it's anybody who uses it is using it for pornographic purposes or anything like that. On. But this is definitely...
Come on.
This is definitely not the most promising thing because it can keep men from interacting.
There is not a single man out there that is there any women that use it? I don't even think lesbians would use this. I don't think there are any lesbians that would use this thing. It's not even like coded to be attractive. Like they think it is. But like there's not, what was I saying? I got on lesbians and then I crapped out. There's not a single man who's using this who is not at least using it partially because they find her attractive and want to goon to her.
In the world and for being strong, going to the gym, feeding their minds and their spirits, you know. But what's the strongest way? What's a way that the man can be the absolute strongest? And that's if he has control over his lust, right?
No, that's basic 101 shit. That's baby shit. If you don't have control over your lust, you have never exceeded the age of 16, my friend. Okay? I got control over that when I was in like my young 20s. Like, if you can't control your lust, that is a huge skill issue, and you need to work on yourself.
So, anybody who is struggling with anything
that's like level 1 man
or
shit.
Anything like that, like, hey, you can get out of it. You can, just like alcoholics can get out of it. Just like,
right, it's so generic.
Any drug addicts or the
wait, yeah, just like alcoholics, right? Just like alcoholics. Yeah, good stuff. There is a such thing as porn addiction. But, like, porn addiction is not the same thing as just having basic control over your lust. You can watch porn and still be healthy about it the same way that you can drink alcohol in I don't want to say a healthy manner. I think that porn is actually pound for pound much healthier than alcohol is because alcohol is just straight poison. But, like, you can have a healthy relationship with alcohol. You can have a healthy relationship with weed, which is not, like, as poisonous as alcohol, but still kind of just, you know, garbage. You can have a healthy relationship with porn. So, it's not a matter for addicts of just pulling yourself up and, you know, putting in the work, which is part of it. But, like, this is the problem is that, like, they've convinced themselves that, like, addicts, another one is people who are fat, you know, like, anybody who doesn't, like, basically, like, those are the two main ones, addicts and fat people. Like, they need to put in the work. You know, they shouldn't be such a pussy about it. They just need to pull themselves up by the bootstraps and be better.
Through the power of Jesus Christ, if you turn to him. But if you truly feed your spirit with the word of God, and you are also strengthening your body.
Famously, religion has never been used to weaken men.
Right? Going to the gym, for example, right? you are going to be dangerous to society. And that's a good thing. Men should be dangerous.
What?
Be dangerous, right? Be dangerous to those who have bad intentions. Be dangerous to the devil, right? You want to be capable. You want to be capable of doing a lot, but instead channeling that for good, right?
That's not being dangerous. Being dangerous to active threats is not being a dangerous person. That's being like a strong defensive person. Like, yeah, I hear what she's saying, but like, I don't like the way she's saying it. Like, you're convincing men that they should be dangerous. They should be perceived as a threat in public. I don't want to be perceived as a threat. When I walk around, when I'm actually like big and bulky, right? And I can lift 300, I can bench press 375, which I can't right now, but I'm gonna work on that. I promise. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But when I can actually do that, and like my traps are bulging out of my shirt and shit, I'm not walking around and having people be scared of me. They're not scared. They're just like impressed that I put in the effort to look like that and can be that big and have my life together enough that I, can do that stuff. She's just horny ranting at this point. Oh, wait, you're right. Wait, let's rewatch it. No, good catch. Good catch.
You are going
Look at her.
Dangerous to society. And that's
You're
a good
right.
thing. Men should be dangerous.
This is the most passionate I've ever heard her be about anything. That's crazy. I cannot believe she's horny posting on Maine.
Be dangerous, right? Be dangerous to those who have bad intentions. Be dangerous to the devil, right? You want to be capable.
I guarantee you her fantasy is like, I want a man to protect me from like a black guy in the dark alley. Like, that's her ultimate fantasy that she goons to. She's like, oh my God, like a black man attacks me, but then a strong white savior, perhaps with blonde or sandy brown hair and a nice beard, comes in and punches him. And then he calls him the N-word. Oh! And then she finishes.
Be capable of doing a lot, but instead channeling that for good, right? That's ultimately what it boils down to. But if you create a weak society, then, and if you create weak men, then you're going to have people like Elon Musk. And I'm not saying Elon Musk is inherently evil and all this stuff. I'm just saying I'm suspicious and I'm cautious. And
Ricky Berwick, if I recall, was basically like, look, I'm disabled, so it's actually fine to make fun of disabled people because I don't personally care.
We should be.
That's like his whole character.
Especially with somebody who is developing a brain microchip. Right? This is somebody who wants to put microchips in people's brains. Just imagine the catastrophe that could happen to that. That could be the beast system at play that we see in Revelation. Here I didn't see this yet. I want to see it because Ricky's hilarious.
I want to see it too, actually.
I'm just here with my viewers right now. Can you say hi to them?
Yo, that's awesome you're chilling with your viewers. Hey there, everyone watching my favorite person. What's up? I'm Annie, rocking my...
Straight women just have no clue how bad things truly are. You cannot tell me this woman's straight. She dresses like... I'm sorry, she dresses like a bisexual. Or I will give you this. Maybe she's dressing like a straight woman who's trying too hard. I don't know. She could be straight. She doesn't give me the vibe, though.
Feeling the energy with you all. Hope you're...
She's too Christian for that fantasy? The f*** you mean she's too Christian? Who the f*** do you think fantasizes about that if not Christians? As a Christian, when I was growing up as a teenager, this is true and I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I'll just tell you this now. I literally had fantasies where like I was the guy at the gas station or like the grocery store who like grabbed a dude who was like stealing and punched him. That was my fantasy. Like, Christians are the ones who fantasize about that shit. I know what I'm talking about, okay? I have been in the shit.
Having as much fun as I am thinking about my babe here.
This is creeping me out. Okay, this is hilarious. Ricky's funny. But this is creeping me out. This is creeping me out so bad. I can't. I genuinely can't. Well, also another part demons. Of me taking a step aside from the creepy part. It's like, why wouldn't people want to be able to customize their avatars? At least let me customize it. No,
but I think it's because they're like AI generated slop, and then they're like that's too much effort. That's effort posting. Elon Musk isn't known for putting forth the effort.
I just think it gets weird when I'm just chilling with my babe here. It's just like awkward. Okay, so here we have Dread Roberts, who says, "Don't worry, guys. This totally isn't the fulfillment of Revelation 13:15, in which the first beast is given life so that it can speak and be worshipped. Absolutely nothing to be anxious about." Now, those who are unaware, or even if you're aware, let's go over this, right? What happened?
You know what? If the Bible is telling people to reject AI then maybe the Bible isn't all bad.
In
people
Revelation,
should
the
read
end
it.
times, right? The beast system. Everybody knows the 666, the mark of the beast, all that kind of stuff. Well, there's a whole beast
Oh,
system
gotcha,
in
cute
place.
dark. Okay, gotcha.
And what Elon Musk is working on with his
Yeah, I think Bonnie Clyde is a little bit too sophisticated for them. Like, it's what she thinks. No, not Bonnie Clyde, because that gives women too much power. The whole point of Bonnie and Clyde is they were like equal partners. Like, no, she wants to be. Listen to the way she talks. She hates herself, or at least she talks like she does. Either she hates herself or she gets off to the idea of being so low and beneath men that she might as well hate herself. You know what I mean? Like, any reasonable person would hate themselves.
brain microchips and stuff absolutely
But she gets off
could
on it.
be a part of the beast system. It definitely lines up and adds up with the beast system. That does
I wonder what she thinks of the Epstein files. Like, here's my thing, right? Elon Musk. But also, he did make this Epstein thing come back up. Like, he was the one who did that. You know, if it wasn't him, it was going to be somebody else or something else. But he's the one who did it. Like, he broke up with Trump, and he said Trump won't release the files because he's on them. And that got people talking about it again. So, you know, I mean, people were already kind of talking about it, but, like, that definitely fueled, that fanned the flames for sure. And I just am curious what she thinks about Trump not releasing the Epstein files, since, you know, during this breakup, she's clearly on Trump's side.
doesn't mean that Elon Musk is the Antichrist. Well, really, anybody who's against Christ is an Antichrist, right? But that doesn't mean that he is the beast
Well,
or
no,
the
that
Antichrist
means-
mentioned in Revelation. But
Any number that is not 1 is -1, right? No, that's stupid. You know what's -1? -1. The Antichrist is, you know, in a fictional sense, because it's fiction, the Antichrist he is like the son of the devil, right? Or the child of the devil. The person who is supposed to be, like, equal and opposite to Jesus.
But the systems that he is pushing
I'm the
and
Antichrist?
promoting
That's
right
awesome.
now could very well be. This could be it. I mean, we
Maybe I
could
should mod
be
you.
entering into this phase in time, and this kind of technology
God.
would be.
They always want the end of the world. They always, they're like coming for it. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, they're gooning for it. Like, please, just let us go up into a glorious ball of fire. I want to be raptured. I want to die. Please, I want to die so bad. But I don't just want to die enough to kill myself, because that's technically a sin. I want to die, and I also want everybody else to die with me. I want everybody else to die with me except my enemies, who get to stay alive and suffer slowly until they're dead. That's how, like, I want to die badly, but not so badly that I would do it myself, because that's a sin. Like, it's coward shit. Like, just do it then. Just do it then. Like, if you want to die that badly, there are methods for that. Okay?
That. So what we see in Revelation chapter 13 here, you see them talking about a beast coming out of the water with 2 horns and all of this stuff, right? He had authority over the first beast. So there's 2 beasts here. So he did miracles, even making fire flash down to earth from the sky, things of that nature, right? Now, look at what happened. We know that there will be a third
Just not
temple
curing
that
cancer.
is going to be
That's
built
too much for him.
at the end times. And so once that third temple is built, they are going to make a great statue of the first beast. Okay, so the first beast was fatally wounded and then came back to life. So people are already...
They talk about the Bible as if it's One Piece. As if they're like anime theorizers. You know what I mean? Like or anime lore droppers on YouTube. Like the people I watch who talk about One Piece lore. She talks exactly like them, but about the Bible. And she actually believes it. It's so funny.
going to be astounded by that. So in the third temple, I believe this is going to be in the temple, but regardless, right? So he was permitted, so they built a statue of that beast.
They're theory crafting.
Okay? Who is the beast? I don't know. Could be a person, could be a literal beast. Like,
Who
we
knows?
don't know this
See?
yet.
It's theory
we can only
posting.
speculate. But there will be a statue of this person, and then the statue will be
That's so
permitted.
funny.
Okay, he's going to be permitted to give life to this statue so that it can speak. Then the statue of the beast
Who wrote
commanded
this?
that anyone refusing to worship it must die. So this statue is going to be speaking abomination, and it's going to insist that people worship it. So when people are reading this, you know,
I'm invested.
anytime before recent history, this would be so perplexing. And we are now in a time where we can read this and say, oh, that makes sense. It can be powered by AI technology, just like we're seeing here. So just imagine,
That's what
down
it
the
meant.
road.
The Bible was talking about AI all along. It was warning us. You know what? Maybe we should all read the Bible. If it was warning us against the demon that is AI, I am in favor of reading the Bible. You've made me a born-again Christian. Good job, Melonie.
Just look at how AI technology
That's how much I hate
has
AI.
already become more.
I unironically hate AI in many ways more than I hate religion, because religion, at the very least, no matter how much damage is done or people it's killed or maimed or tortured, like, religion is fundamentally human. It is. A lot of art has come out of religion. A lot of holidays, a lot of good times have come out of religion as well. Like, more bad times, I would argue. But religion is fundamentally human. AI, opposite of human. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. That's how much I hate it.
More advanced than it used to be, right? In such a short amount of time. Well, seemingly, this has probably been in development for much longer than we even realize. But since we've seen it, since it's been revealed to us,
Cast the AI
it
demon
has
into the pit of
advanced
hell.
so much. So just imagine all the more that it will. So this definitely could be a part of the beast system, right? And so there's just...
She's kind of
saying.
cooking.
I would caution you guys to be careful. And I'm not saying everybody who uses the AI program
No, come on, double down on it.
a degenerate.
No, they are. No, come on. Why are you saying it so nervously? You know that they are. Just say it with your chest, man. Call them scum. Call them morons. Call them lesser humans, because that's what they are.
Like I said, a lot of people will use it for utility purposes. Hey, how do I do this? How do I do that?
Reject it.
I think having
Reject
an
the
avatar
demon.
call you babe and stuff is like, whoa, what's going on?
You just said my holy book, like your interpretation of your holy book was like, I need to reject AI. And you're still like, you know what? It's not that bad. No, your holy book is rejecting it. Run with that. Toss it. Cast it into the lake of fire, okay? You do not need AI in your life. You know how many times I've used AI in my life? I used it for like a couple of months, and as a gag, as a goof, okay? And I had like an AI image as my avatar on YouTube for a little while. Like, I used an anime AI avatar on YouTube because I was in my cringe phase, okay? PFP, thank you. And also, like, the AI thing had not really caught on that much yet. But, like, also I was cringe for that, okay? I was cringe for that. I didn't understand. But my blinders were taken off. I was dragged out of the cave. All right, I saw the light. I decided to cleanse myself of the AI demon, and my life is so much better because of it. Please, I beg you, if you use AI in any, like, generative AI, I'm not talking about, like, video game AI, whatever, but if you use generative AI, like ChatGPT or any kind of AI generated imagery in any capacity, just ditch it. Just ditch it. You don't need it. You don't need it. What has Elon Musk done this time? Made an AI chatbot girlfriend and also kind of a furry thing. But mainly what we're talking about is the girlfriend.
You see a bunch of female. I do this. How do I do that?
Okay, we're right there.
I think having an avatar call you babe and stuff is like, whoa, what's going on? That does raise an eyebrow. Not gonna lie. Even
Because
women
he
doing this
could?
too, because you know that women are gonna want a dude.
Because he's a
version.
freak?
Because you see a bunch of female degenerates too, with like their fantasy books and things like that.
What?
But yeah, here's the thing: is my kind of going back to
No. You don't get to compare like actual art, like real tangible art that somebody wrote, to a AI chatbot. And if that is your comparison, I'm sorry, that makes women better than men. Okay, let's be real. If you're saying that men, let's put this in the context. If you're saying that men can be duped and weakened and softened by this thing, by this abomination, this disgusting piece of shit, men are far, far weaker than women ever could hope to be. Ever. Women are like gods compared to us. If that's your opinion of men, that they could be weakened by this thing, I reject that utterly and entirely. No, I'm stronger than that. Sorry. You don't get to talk down. You don't get to talk about men like that. I refuse.
Talking about earlier with AI, and what I really don't like about it is that it is there just to make you dumb. It's there to, people are going into like this AI psychosis even, that
That is true.
That's actually been a thing because they've been talking to ChatGPT too much, and it's
Oh yeah, no, people have actually killed themselves. Like it's crazy.
it's messing with their head and they're losing their mind. And I do think that it's definitely a method where that could have heavy demonic influence, right? And look, Kim Kardashian shared a screenshot talking to ChatGPT and where it was like, I'm sorry, Kim, I'm taking accountability for my actions. I'm going to do better. And she's like, why can't more people be like this or something like that? So basically, there's a lot of people who talk to these AI. I see it on TikTok a lot of women who talk to AI just to get gassed up and have their egos boosted and to be told, oh yeah, all men are terrible. Yes, this date went awful because he took me to Cheesecake Factory instead of the fancy place. This, that, or it's, you know, just stupid stuff like that.
Wait, Cheesecake Factory isn't the fancy place? That's kind of wild. If I want a fancy dinner, that's exactly where I go. I go to the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, and so
Is
then
that
they
bad?
have these AI telling them how amazing they are and how nobody is just understanding their true potential and how everybody's falling short because the person that they're talking to is so incredible and how dare all these people mistreat them, right? And so you have
I'm sorry, it's just like, if men are so great, why don't women want them? Let's be real here. Like, think about it. Like, if men are like that great, we wouldn't have a feminism problem. It just wouldn't exist. It's completely like nonsensical to think that. Because if men were like these bastions of goodness and justice and treating women properly and, you know, providing for them and whatever, then we wouldn't have like this vast amount of women who would choose a bear over them. You know what I mean? Like, there is a man problem. There's a man problem, okay? And I agree that a lot of people on the left go about it very clumsily, if not completely wrong, all right? I'm not saying that people are tackling it perfectly. What I am saying is there is clearly a problem with men, especially cis men, okay? I've seen some shitty trans men, but largely cis men. There's a problem, you know, and that's worth addressing. And if there weren't a problem, women wouldn't be rejecting them.
you're really feeding the egos of people and creating narcissists, or at the very least feeding narcissists so bad with this kind of technology. So I think it's definitely important to be careful with it. You're an
It does
adult.
feed
I can't
narcissism.
tell
I'll
you what
agree
to
with
do
that.
with your life. But I'm just going to share my perspective, and how I feel about it is to be very cautious and very careful about these kind of things. And
That's actually a very good point from her. This actually kind of is a narcissist dream, isn't it? To just like have feelingless robots that will bend to you and just apologize for everything if they even feel like they've slighted you, or to the extent that they can feel. If you make them, prompt them to say that they've slighted you somehow, and they'll just fucking apologize for it. Yeah, not wrong.
my discernment kicked in whenever I was like, okay, you know what? I want to stick to AI just for utility reasons. Like, how do I install this? How do I do that? Things that I can use in real life.
Even
like
then,
that,
no, it's just
as
like Google it.
opposed to,
Google it.
let me vent about my life to this thing that's just going to affirm me and not make me have to take accountability for myself. At least when you ask real people for advice, they can tell you, oh yeah, you were actually wrong here. You know, that's what we need to hear. And
Yeah.
also, if you
Yeah, so quit asking the bot for advice. Why are you you just said it, then why are you asking the bot even for advice? Okay? I don't take as much issue when people do that, because most of the time it's right. But like, also just go to somebody who you know will be right, a reliable source, okay? People really, like, we really need to teach research basics in like K through 12. We don't do a good enough job of that. All the research education comes like starting in college usually, and it needs to come earlier. You got to learn how to research proper sources in like 6th grade. Like, this is abysmal. People have got to learn research literacy.
are so used to talking to an AI program that's only going to tell you what you want to hear, and every time it says anything remotely that you don't like, it will profusely apologize when you tell it.
You can actually specifically tell it to be argumentative if you're wrong. That does not help your point. Like, it's still doing what you want it to do. If you're like in a consensual non-consent situation with your partner, you know, like some people are into that consent, CNC. If you have a safe word, always have a safe word. But if you tell your partner, like, I'm going to scream for help while you you know, do your thing. Like, that's what you're doing basically with it. Like, it's not it being mean to you. It's you're telling it to be mean to you because it knows that's what you want. That's what you want. But at any time, you can retract that and be like, I don't want this anymore. CNC is no, CNC is not evil. What? CNC is fine. My single hottest mistake, CNC, my single hottest take. CNC's bad. No, I disagree, but we'll talk about that more after the segment.
You don't like that. Well, it's going to keep people from interacting with real people, and it's going to keep people from understanding how to handle disagreements and arguments, because you have an AI program that will treat you like it's king or queen. And so when real people aren't going to do that, yeah, you're just really I agree
with this. No, she's completely correct here. You are training your brain to not take no for an answer. You are training your brain to not accept anything that disagrees with you. No, she's completely correct in this statement.
A total nightmare for a lot of people who can't take criticism and who can't take accountability for their actions and who can't be corrected. It's a nightmare. So anyway, there you have it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I do want to recommend my Bible channel to you guys, Bible Time with Melonie Mac, where I've got the entire Bible read there if you want to hear me read it to you. But also I'm just adding more videos now talking about Christian topics, things that are going.
I do agree with some things she said. I still would not use AI for even like finding information on how to do stuff. I just think it's unhealthy in general. If you can't be do a Google search, like literally do a Google search, and you have literally the entire world of information at your fingertips. All you have to do is know how to navigate it. I know Google sucks these days, but like you can still use it and find what you need to find, you know? WikiHow, there you go. Yeah, just like stop using AI for anything. She is correct though about the chatbot girlfriends and you know, chatbots in general. They're just not good. They're not good. Like, stop getting into relationships with AI. Don't do it. I even thought about like doing it as like an experiment to see what it does to my brain, but it honestly terrifies me. Like, I don't want to get attached to a AI bot and then have my life go on a downward spiral. You know what I mean? Like, just don't even. It's like drugs. It is like drugs. Okay, I wouldn't do heroin for a month just to see how it affects me, and I wouldn't get on it with a AI chatbot girlfriend. I would like to think that I'm mentally stronger than that, but I don't know myself like that because I've never tested it, and I don't care to. This AI chatbot girlfriend shit is disgusting. It's demonic. It's demonic, like she said. It's in the Bible, okay? Are you a good Christian out there? If you're a good Christian and you like the Bible and you like God, then stop using AI. God said no. Hi, thanks so much for watching and making it to the end of the video. I just wanted to let you all know that I love and appreciate everybody in my community, whether you can support me financially or just by liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. It helps way more than you know. That being said, I do want to give a very special thanks to my tier 4 subs, which would be Space Timid and Hot Take Andy. And thanks so much to my monetary subscribers from any of the tiered subs or anybody who gives me money in any form, including going to my Patreon shop, donating money to me directly. It all helps way more than you know. If you do decide to help me financially, you can get some really cool perks like early access to content, exclusive access to censored videos, also some really cool badges next to your name. Even if you can't afford a monetary subscription, just watching, sharing, and commenting on my content helps way more than you know. Thanks again, and I will see you all in the next video.